Hello everyone, my name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hi, hello. Welcome to a sleepy, chilled out Friday evening. Just finished dinner and a little sweet treat. And I'm here deciding whether or not I want to rewrite or just play Power Wash Simulator more. Who's to say? But I want to talk about what I'm going to be reading this weekend because it is officially the final day of February today, and I still have 2 books to finish for my February TBR for my friends pick my TBR. So it just seems to be the issue and the trend with my friends pick my TBRs in February, that the TBR just ends up being pulled over into the next month. That's just how it goes sometimes. It's also a shorter month, so less days to read. But anyways, I'm currently 150-ish pages through The Truth According to Ember, which is on that list. And then the other one, the last one to be read for this video, other than this one, I have a big stack of books in front of me, is House of Frank by Kay Sinclair. So hopefully can get to this tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Wrap these 2 up. I don't know if I'll finish another book
Honey,
tonight. I mean, I probably could power through this. It's only 8:15.
you've got a big storm coming.
But yeah, so a romance and a cozy fantasy. Other than that, I'm kind of in a sci-fi mood, which is fun. So I could either go on with the sequels to the Blighted Stars with the Fractured Dark and continue this trilogy. I probably should do this because I should really get that video up. Like, it's a series video for this one. Or I can continue with the second book for Cascade Failure, which is Gravity Lost. So these 2 are options for continuing series, or I have either one of these from the library to read for sci-fi. This one is a standalone, Activation Degradation, which I would really like to get to, and then Road to Ruin is I don't know if it's a standalone or not, but I'm into something thrilling, if you will. So those are those. Lots of different options. Oh, and I'm also in 10% of the way through the Kamigawa Food Detectives, which I have through my library on my Kobo. So would love to finish that at some point. It's a shorter, cozy little book. And then today I went to the library, dropped off 6 books, picked up 4. So we got 4 more to pick from. A bunch of holds that came through. I have The Sky Full of Elephants by Sibo Campbell, which is a book that I know Kayla from Books and Lala really liked, and also Maddie from Library of Mads. Is that what her handle is? I'm not sure. She's got a YouTube and a TikTok, and I follow her, but both of them seem to really enjoy this. This is about what happens when all white people in the world just vanish one day or die. So, and it's how society continues on after that. Not really in the mood for that, but that's fine. I picked up this again. I had to bring back my book of it, and then I had this waiting for me there because I couldn't renew that hold on that specific book. So I just swapped it for this one, which is really funny. But this is gonna be, I'm planning on March being a series finishing month. So I'm gonna be reading, except, fun fact, I did Google this series by T.L. Huchu, and apparently there is a 5th book coming out, and that is the final book in the series. So I have 4 of these now. I've read book 1 twice, and then I have 2, 3 on my shelves that I own, and then this is book 4 from the library. I'm planning on reading through that entire series in March, as well as the Melissa Blair series. So hopefully my hold for the 4th book in that series comes through at some point as well, because I own books 1, 2, and 3, not book 4. Anyways, I also have this Star Wars book, A Test of Courage by Justina Ireland. And this is one of the YA ones, or middle grade ones. It's one of the younger reader ones. Disney, Lucasfilm, Jessica Ireland. Oh, this might be a younger reader one because the writing is really big. So I think that's really fun. But this is, if you guys remember, I went on a little bit of a Star Wars journey. I also have the audiobook for the first Star Wars book that I have over there, the first one in the High Republic series. So I could read that as well, and it's also sci-fi. So I have a lot of vibe choices to go through, but literally, do I have time to read anything new? Because I'm going to be finishing The Truth According to Ember and also The House of Frank and probably the Kamigawa Food Detectives. Fingers crossed those 3 are done. It's a regular weekend. Do I have time to start anything else? Probably not, but that's okay. We got lots of options. And then I also got my hold in for The Legend of Maneka by Kritika H. Rao, which is Kritika's new duology. I think it might be a duology. I'm not sure if it's a series or not. Duology, look at that. It's book 1 of the Divine Dancers duology. This is a retelling of Hindu mythology. Which myth is it? One of the, it doesn't say here, but it's the legend of Maneka breathes new life into Hindu mythology to weave a lustrous tale of a woman discovering the cosmic power within herself. So I'm excited to read another Kritika Rao book at some point. I hope I can get to it before my hold lapses on that, or my takeout lapses on that. But yeah, lots of books, lots of books as always. Yeah, so this weekend is just gonna be lots of reading. I literally have no plans. Lots of reading and writing. I would like to get a favorite fae up to 90k at least. Let me double check where I'm at with the draft, because I just opened up my computer and the little like bidding that just sounded was my notification that this goes off to betas tomorrow, because I had it in my calendar to go off to betas. It's not going to betas tomorrow because it is not done. I might potentially break it into pieces and like send the first half to some betas that I have lined up, which is really fun, but I don't know if that's gonna like motivate me to finish the second half or not. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. But I'm currently sitting at 84,298 words in this draft, so I need to write a good chunk. And I also need to think about part 3 as an arc, like how I want it to land and what chapters that I've already written could go into part 4, if any, because I feel like I need to do some finagling. But right now, part 1 is at about 26k words, part 2 is at 29k words, and part 3 is at 28k words. So we're very balanced, honestly, for the amount of words in each part, which is perfect. I didn't plan that. We're pretty balanced, which I like. But I also got the almost final cover for A Favorite Fae this week from my beautiful cover artist Tessa, and I am so obsessed with it, my guys. Okay. Like, I think it's my favorite of the 3, which is saying something because I absolutely adore A Second Stories and A Little Lux covers. I lucked out so fucking deeply having Tess in my corner for this, because they are so talented. Even seeing, like, I ended up taking all 3 of the covers and putting them all on like a background together so I could see them all together, and see, they work so perfectly together. They look so good, and I lucked out so hard. And this last one is perfection. It is perfection. I cannot wait to have Tess do more covers for me in the future now. Like, now that we've done the Cozy Fantasies, like I'm so excited. I know I'm gonna try and query Sage's story, that's the plan anyways, when I write it, and like potentially traditionally publish it if like the querying process goes well. But like, I will fight tooth and nail to have Tess do the covers for me, because I want her art on all of my shit. That's where I'm at. Like, it just, oh, they're so talented. Oh my God, you guys are gonna lose your mind when you see this 3rd cover. I also need to, 1, finish this 2nd draft. 2, figure out a proper timeline. I have like a very rough timeline for myself for like editing and publishing this, and I'm just like, okay, now I need to figure out if I'm going to set that in stone and release the cover and the release day, the publication day for this, like soon, because I want to do a release for this cover, obviously. And I'm trying to remember, like, I think I did a cover release for A Second Story like a month before I published it, which was a very tight timeline. And then I can't remember how far in advance. I think it was like a month and a half or 2 months in advance of A Little Lux publishing that I released the cover. But I want a little more time on this one. Like, there's no way in hell that I'm going to be able to keep this cover on lock, like under lock and key, for months more as I write this. But I also don't want to release the cover and then have so much time between when like a pre-order campaign can go live or when it's actually released, you know? So I have to think about timelines and stuff like that when it comes to this, when it comes to releasing A Favorite Fae and stuff like that. But this one, it's just, I think this is a better look for me as to like what I can handle with longer books, because this one is going to be definitely over 120,000 words, and it's going to be a beefy little cozy fantasy. And I'm very excited about that. I'm a long book writer. I write books that are consistently over 100,000 words. These last few cozy fantasies that I've written are just the outliers. And I've set myself up with these cozy fantasy books thinking that I could like churn out books in a year timeline. And I've realized that with my longer fantasy works, that is just not a thing, because we are already over a year into this now that I've been working on this book. I don't remember the full timeline of it, to be honest, but it is definitely over a year. I think it was November when I started working on this, 2023. So it has definitely been over a year that I've been working on this, which is totally fine because there's been books in my life that I've worked on for like 4 or 5 years before I've deemed them, and I haven't even ended up deeming them finished or anything like that, and I didn't do anything with them because I wasn't at the point in my writing career where I could do anything with them. All this kind of stuff. All this kind of stuff. Yeah, this is definitely a good wake-up call for me and my personal thoughts on my writing and my publishing going forward. And it is definitely something that I've mentioned in a bunch of videos, especially my writing wrap-ups and stuff like that I did last year and all that kind of stuff at the end of the year. So it's good to know that it takes me actually a little bit longer when I'm doing a book that is more in-depth, just has more going on. Because the second story and A Little Luck are simple storylines in my mind. They're simpler, especially a second story. That one just, I don't know what, that one was a fluke. It just worked so well. I wrote the first draft in like 25 days and it was like over 50,000 words, but it stayed in like a nice nest egg of like 50 to 60,000 words. And then A Little Luck went upwards of like 80 to 90. And then this one is going to be well over 100 and whatever thousand words. So we shall see how this goes. But anyway, I'm blabbing. This weekend, we are going to get a good chunk done. I want to be in part 4, no matter what, like whether that means like writing a lot more and getting to part 4, or whether that means like finagling stuff around. We are going to be in part 4 by the end of this weekend, and we are going to be past 90,000 words by the end of this weekend, because I need to get boogieing. Because I owe my betas this book. I owe them this book. And then I was talking to my editor, Yeleni, my beautiful friend, the other day, because when I got my cover, I freaked out. When I got the cover, I freaked out on social media. She sent me the video. She sent the video of me freaking out in the chat and was like, show us, because I can show my friends. I can show my close personal friends. They're not gonna throw it on the internet or share it or anything. Then she messaged me after that saying book 3 when? When is book 3 coming out? And I told her, I'm like, okay, so I still need to finish this draft, and then it's going to betas, and then I need to finish another draft before it goes to her. That's the plan anyways. I need to, once the beta comments come through and I solidify more of the storyline character stuff, then I can actually start working on the words and getting it to sound the way that I want to, and to read the way that I want it to. Then I can send it to her, you know? And then she can polish it and we can get it to that stage, because she's in my head the editor that helps me shape it better and get the sentences to sound better, which is a later stage editing process. She's a line editor, copy editor kind of a thing. That's the plan. I have been talking for so long. Just as an update, I guess. I haven't talked about my writing in a second. But yeah, lots of reading options for this weekend. Going to be doing some writing. We're going to be hanging out with the Freya girl who's currently sleeping behind me. It's going to be a good time. And we're going to squeeze in some Power Wash Simulator time, because that's my favorite thing. Also, updates on the rings. I got the rings that I ordered from the little vintage dealer in. This is one of them, and I'm obsessed. Both of them came in. They are smaller than what was advertised on the seller's website or on Etsy, which is a little annoying because I had planned for this one to fit this finger. Because this ring, which is the ring that I got myself for my 27th birthday, goes on this hand usually. But this is no longer a balanced ring stack. And then, because this is my left hand, I don't love wearing rings on my ring finger. I don't know if it's a superstition of mine, but it's built into my bones that anytime I wear a ring on this finger, I feel it. I am hyper aware of the ring on this finger, and it just feels off, even though this ring does fit this finger perfectly. But this ring was meant for this finger. This is silver, by the way. It's just special, and it looks gold, which I'm so happy about. And then I have another one, the other one, the silver, it's actually silver with I believe cubic zirconia diamonds, and then I don't know, it's got blue shades of something in it as well. That one was advertised as an 8.5, which fits my ring fingers, but it is a little tight for these ring fingers. So this one was advertised as a 9, but it fits my 8.5s perfectly. I know my ring sizes because I went to go get my rings sized at a jeweler's near here. Also, I had to go digging. They didn't email me or anything. I went into the emails that I originally got with my receipts, and there were like links in there that I had no idea about that would bring me to a page that was like the updates on my rings and like the process and whatever. Through that, I got the estimates for these rings. One of them was over $500 to get fixed, the little like pinky ring, and the other one is over $700, almost $800 to get resized. And so I declined both of them. One, I don't have that kind of money to do that with. And two, why do they need that amount of money? They're not adding any gold into these things. They are taking gold away from one of them and then like heating the other one and stretching it to make it a different size. Why is it so pricey? I don't fucking know. Anyways, so I declined both of those. So those two fixes that I was gonna have done are not getting done, which is unfortunate. So eventually one day I will get those rings fixed and resized. But for now, we just are cruising with new ring stacks at all times. Anyways, I have been talking for 20 minutes. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do something, whether that's read or write or play some Power Wash Simulator, because it is Friday evening and I like really don't want to do anything because it's Friday evening, but we'll see what I end up doing. But anyways, friends, welcome to the vlog. I mean, you're basically halfway through it at this point. No, you're not. I'm just yappy today. I'm yappy and I love it. But anyways, welcome. Let's do this. She abandoned me. Well, I did it. I not only finished this today, but I also finished this. 2 more books squeezed into February. I mean, technically, it's already March because it's like almost 2:30. I don't know if you can tell from the state of my hair, but like, finished this. Didn't like it very much. You'll hear more of my thoughts in my Friends Pick My TBR video, but this... I only wanted to start it today, and then I just couldn't stop reading it. And I didn't think it was gonna get me. Oh, and then it got me. It was so good. I don't know if it's 5 stars, but I'm gonna have to think about it. I don't know if it's a new favorite. We're just gonna have to sit on it. But oh, this was beautiful. I love that I started this vlog being like, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to read anything else because I have to finish these 2 books. And here I am. It's Friday night and I finished 2 books. Oh my god. So we're gonna start March with a fresh slate. I have a lot of different things that I can read, which you guys know, but oh, I need to come down from that. It is now almost 2:30 though, so I should really go to bed. This is not helping my already just terrible sleep schedule, but wow. Wow. God damn it. God damn it. Freya's freaked out. She's like, why are you leaking from your eyes? I don't like that. I gotta go to bed. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow more, but like, god damn it. You yell! So that people can hear you. What? What do you want? What do you want? You're a goose. Yeah. Yeah, a goose. Hello friends, happy Saturday. I am here. I just filmed my reading journal video that I've been meaning to film for a while, but I ended up getting a bunch of extra little thumbnail stuff that I printed off at Staples. I ended up getting that, so I wanted to do this today. Now I have a bunch of little itty bitty thumbnail stuff just floating, just floating around, which is fun. I don't know if there's a pocket at the back of this book. I don't think so. No, there's no pocket. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna put it in the pocket of my other journal then, so that I don't lose these little thumbnails. But yes, happy Saturday. I have not done anything other than this and talk to my cat. So it's been a good day. It has been a good day. It's just after 3 p.m. That's really it. Those last couple hours went by real fast. Was not anticipating that. I don't know what I'm gonna be reading today specifically because I read the books that I wanted to read. I could probably finish the Kamagawa Food Detectives. That will be a really quick read, but I really hope I can get a good amount of writing done today. I think that's the biggest plan, is to like buckle in and do some writing. I just wanted to film this video so that I had it done because I wanted to sit down and do some journaling, which I haven't really wanted to do for a bit. Journaling, aka just filling this out. Just filling this out. I had the papers for it, or I had the thumbnails for it. That is that. But yeah, so that'll be coming to a YouTube channel near you at some point. It's not really booked in anywhere. It's not going to be like a main channel video, but it'll be an extra of some kind. And we'll see when that goes live. But it's done. It's dusted. We love to see it. And now I have paper everywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and sit on my couch and decide what I'm gonna do next. Probably get some writing done. Dive into A Favorite Fae and see how that's going. But it's officially March 1st, so I can read whatever I like now. I'm no longer tied to my friends pick my TBR. Like I was anyways. But anyways, happy Saturday. Just thought I'd pop in and say hey. There's nowhere to dig. This is the blanket. Yeah. This is my knee. Where are you going? Hi, Bubbles. Hi, Bubbles. Where you go? Where you digging to? Where you digging to? His tail's just a-going. Oh, little one. Oh, hello, friends. It is much later. It is 20 to 2 in the morning, maybe even 15, quarter to 2 in the morning. My clock on the wall is slow and it doesn't tick as fast as it should. I've been reading all evening. I did end up writing today as well. It was a struggle today, guys. Like, I don't know what it was, but it just, I sat here from like 3 to 6:37 barely writing anything. I think I wrote like 800 words, barely writing. I know that's still a lot of words, but like for me, who can usually pump out thousands of words when I lock into the zone, I think there was once where I wrote like 1,000 words in a 30-minute sprint. Like, I can pump out words. It felt like pulling teeth. I was distracted. I just wasn't locked in and I just didn't know. I didn't fall into the scene or anything. I don't know. It was weird. And then I texted Allie about it and then I immediately wrote another 800 words and I was like, oh, we're now at 1,600. I can stop for the day. It wasn't quite to the goal that I have, or like the word count goal in Scrivener. That is still set at, my deadline is March 15th in there. I think I've moved it to, and it said I needed to write like 2,200 words today or something. So it's not quite to that, but hopefully tomorrow I lock in and I add a bunch of words. But we are getting to the point in A Favorite Fae where I have like 5 chapters left of the original draft that I've written, and I'm barely into part 4 where I'm at now in draft 2. So a lot of what's coming up is going to be brand new scenes. And it's just a matter of me, like, I don't know what it is about being at this exact part in the book, but like, it just, nothing is exactly laying the way I want it to, because I don't know the way I want it to lay down in the story. So it's a little, I'm a little hesitant, I guess, in my writing right now, but I just need to lock in. I just need to get over myself and get this draft fucking done, because I can always make the story better. I can always make it better from here. I just need to get everything that I want to get out and onto the page. Speaking of, what happened to, oh, it's right here. I lost my journal that I have my entire plot dump thing that I did back in the summer of last year when my brain broke open and the whole sun poured out. I love when that happens, but oh yeah, I need to really get moving and grooving on a favorite fave. But in good news, I did move a chapter and a couple moments from that I have yet to write from part 3 into part 4. And then I wrote an entirely new chapter before that to like kind of seed everything in, because I knew there was things that had to happen before the one chapter that I had already written. And there needed to be something else before it, and that's the start of part 4, and now we're in part 4. So we're in the moments where things are kicking off. I know what's going to happen. I don't know what it is. My writing is just a little slower with this one. It feels like I'm pulling teeth a little bit, which is unfortunate. Hopefully tomorrow I can actually kick into gear. Maybe it was just a weird writing mood today. I think I also just need to get more in a pattern of writing again, where I'm writing regularly, not just in bursts of like 5,000, 7,000 words in a sitting, because while that is good, it also drains me. And then I can't write again for another few days. And then by the time I get into it again, it's the weekend again. Oh my God, gotta write another 10,000 words to catch up, all this kind of stuff. Anyways. So that's the favorite fae. Wrote a little bit today, added 1,600 words. We're still under 90K, and it's still my goal to hit 90K. So tomorrow I do want to add a whole bunch of words into a favorite fae. And hopefully things kind of kick into gear, because I do have like 4 chapters worth of content that I can still add into the story from the past, from the last draft, from the first draft. So that helps. And I also know the beats of what's going to happen from here to the end. So I just need to do it. Just need to do it. Anyways, other than that, I made a bangin' pasta for dinner, totally out of the blue. I was just like, what do I want to eat? I don't know. Let me pull out some pasta and this leftover veg that I have in my fridge, and made a banging 1-pot pasta. It was delightful. And then I started reading The Fractured Dark by Megan O'Keefe. And y'all, this book is so fucking good. I don't know what Megan E. O'Keefe puts in her books, but I need to read everything she has ever written. Ever. I'm mad because I went back on a book buying ban as of March 1st, as of today. No more buying books for me for the foreseeable future, because I bought so many over the past little bit. And I did just buy 2 pairs of shoes that are potentials to be wedding shoes for my friend's wedding. I'll pick one of them and then send the other back. That is the plan, because I don't wear a lot of like fancier shoes, and because I'm so tall, I have never gotten used to wearing heels, because heels, one, I don't need them. And they also freak me out a little bit. I don't have the balance for it. I have really, really, really bad ankles. I will trip on solid ground. I've tripped literally standing in my kitchen in my slippers. My ankle has decided to just be like, and like make me fall over in my kitchen, standing still. So I don't need heels as part of that equation. But I also know if I get heels at the dress that I have ordered, even though they've already added extra length, there will not be enough length for me to wear heels with it, because the extra length is making it a perfect length for me. So I don't need heels. So these 2 pairs of shoes are like fancier flats. One of them is actually, I like that it's focusing on her, not me. There we go. One of them is actually like a flat with like a strap situation. And then the other is like a slightly interesting sandal. Both of them are secure, and they're from like a good company. They're from Naturalizer, which has like good soles in their shoes, because if I'm going to be on my feet all day, I don't want feet pain. I don't. I was going to wear my Birkenstocks for it, but that just felt a little weird to be in a fancy dress and sandals. So I'll bring my Birks with me, obviously, because like I'm going to be up there for the whole weekend doing things, and I will be wearing my Birks at some point because they are my favorite shoes, but I probably won't be wearing them with the maid of honor dress. I have these two pairs of shoes coming to me now. So it'll be interesting to see if they fit, how they work, and which one I prefer. But they're both like very, very neutral colors. I think they're both like tan or like my skin tone. So love that. But I don't wear shoes like that very often. But I guess it's good to have like one pair of like slightly fancier shoes to wear to weddings and stuff like that. But anyways, so yeah, don't need to spend more money. And I'm complaining about that because now I want to go buy all of Megan E. O'Keefe's books. I think I put Velocity Weapon, which is the first book of her other trilogy, in my Amazon wish list. But I can also just get them from my library when I don't have a million other things to read. I got so many things to read right now, guys. Holy shit. But I don't know if I've talked about this anywhere else, but I'm making March like a series finishing month because I probably have mentioned it a couple times, but I don't think I've actually like talked about my reading plans in a place like concretely. So other than finishing this trilogy, because I want to wrap up this series video, I also want to read the available books in the Edinburgh Nights trilogy, or not trilogy, series, because it's 5 books long, by T.L. Huchu, which I have all 4 on my mantle. I will show you. The goose is curious by the spider plant. But okay, so I have these basically as like potentials for March, mainly because I'm going to be doing a buddy read with this reread with Julie. Both of us are going to be rereading this, and both of us got an arc for the second book, so we will also be reading that. I think in April, March, at the end of March into April when the second book comes out. So very excited about this. So this is going to be a reread. I really want to read this series. So A Broken Blade, A Shadow Crown, A Vicious Game. I have already read A Broken Blade, but I will be rereading it. And I want to do this series. There is also a 4th one that is on hold from my library and will be coming in. I'm going to do this for another series video. So I need to finish that series video before I start this one. I was gonna do this one for a series video, but because there are 5 books in this series and book 5 is not out yet because this one was just released, I won't be doing that. But I do want to catch up in this series. I do want to read them all because I'm very interested in this series and seeing where it goes. So I have these 4 books to read, and then these 4 plus the 4th one of this series to read. She's being a menace. And I also want to read Parable of the Talents, and I would love to read Wild Seed as well. Plus, I have library books that I want to read. I have the sci-fis that I talked about yesterday, Gravity Lost, which is the sequel to Cascade Failure, and then this is a standalone. And then this is the start of a duology. I have the audiobook for it through Libby that's going to run out in like 10 days or something. So this is going to be read at some point. I really want to see if this duology is going to work for me. I really hope it does because I've heard it's beautiful. So we have those. And then I have these, which out of all of these, I really want to read these 2, Road to Ruin and Legend of Menica. Like these are like top priority for me. And then I also really want to read, I want to start my Star Wars journey so that I can read this little boy, this little guy, this little middle grade. So I also have the audiobook for this through Libby, the very first one. So who knows? This month is going to be insane because I also want to finish writing A Favorite Fae. But if I can finish the draft of A Favorite Fae by mid-March, I will then have the rest of March to read everything at all the things. But this is so many books that I know my goal of like finishing a bunch of series is gonna fail epically because I did this, I think, was it November, where I was like, November is gonna be my series month, and I think I finished like 1 series, and I had planned on finishing like 3. So this is what my plan is. These are what I have as options to read for this month, and I'm excited about all of them. I just want to read everything. I'm in such a big gobble up reading mood that I just want to complete all the books. Anyways, so that's what you can kind of expect in March. Those are the things. There's going to be a series video going up as soon as I finished The Bound Worlds, which is the 3rd book of the Megan E. O'Keefe series. Once I finish The Fractured Dark, we're going into The Bound Worlds, and I'm gonna finish that. Oh, I also have to read this at some point this month because this is book club book. At least it's tiny. And I'm still in the middle of Mad Ship by Robin Hobb. And also Meadow from Heaven by August Clark. I have not continued that one since I hit like 58%. I just haven't touched it. I have lots of things. I have 2 that have been currently reading since like January. And then I keep getting distracted by shiny new things. That's kind of how it is. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go to bed. But yeah, that is what you can expect from me. From me and this channel over the month of March. Well, not content-wise, but like what I'm gonna be reading. You can expect that in like vlogs and stuff. I'm gonna lock in. Freya and I are gonna go to bed. Aren't we, sweet one? You ready for bed? I will chat to you tomorrow for Sunday. Hi, sweetness. Of course. Check out the shoes. Absolutely. Come on, baby. Let's go. Hi, sweet one. Hi. Hi, gorgeous. What are you doing? Hi, baby. No. You like being in the little cave? Yeah? You living under the blankets, eh? Yeah, you do. You're so warm, little one. Oh my. Hi, baboos. Hello, friends. Happy Sunday. Technically Monday, because it's like 1:20 in the morning, but that's okay. I'm here. I have no reading news because I did not read at all today. At all. So we broke my streak on Storygraph, which is totally fine. I don't mind having 1 or 2 off days here and there. January was definitely the longest streak though. I think I got to 38 days in a row after that, which was great. But today, no reading because hi, sweet one. She's looking at me upside down. Today, just tried to write basically all day. And then earlier today, actually, I went out and got a new jewelry case. One of those like little zip up like travel ones. Because now that I have Freya, I can't have my jewelry out on my like nightstand and stuff like that because, well, she'll eat it or she'll toss it on the ground and then play with it and then probably eat it and choke on it. So can't do that. Can't have that out. So I've like hidden all of my jewelry in my top drawer, just like in a corner, like the top drawer of my nightstand in a corner, because those nightstands are also dressers, so they have a lot of like socks and clothes and stuff in them. So they're in a corner just on like a little plate, like a little dish in the corner. And I'm like, I want something that I can safely make sure that my rings aren't just gonna get lost in the abyss of my socks. So I found one on Facebook Marketplace that's green. Ow, be careful. She's attacking my fingers. It's green, which I really love, like a green velvet. It's beautiful. And it's this little zip up one so I can put my rings in there at night and not have to worry about this hooligan accidentally eating a ring or something. I don't know. But love that. So I did that this morning and then came home, showered, relaxed, tried to do some writing, got like maybe 500 words down. And then at about 4, I decided to go out and wash my car, get some gas, all that good stuff, and then went to mom and dad's for dinner. And now I'm back and I've been trying to write ever since. Yeah. But I did get home to find my spider plant, which is now over there, on the floor. It was on its side, on the floor, crashed down. I wonder why. The dirt was everywhere. So much dirt on the floor. So this one obviously had an adventure when I was gone. So I put her in my bathroom because she was like stepping on the dirt as I was like inspecting it. And I was like, you are going to get in the way as I'm trying to clean this. Put her in the bathroom, close the door. She also doesn't like the vacuum. She gets really scared of it because it's really noisy, right? So put her in there as I cleaned or whatever. I needed to vacuum anyways. So I ended up just vacuuming my whole place after that, after cleaning up all the dirt and everything. And then I moved the spider plant into that corner so that she didn't have a chance to like pull it down because she likes to stand on my night table and like on the side table here where this lamp is and like was investigating it that way. So I have a feeling that's how she pulled it down, either by pulling the leaves of it or pulling the strand, like the wire of the light that I have in it. Right now it's in the other corner. We'll see if that's okay. If it's not, I'll end up just having to get rid of it, I guess. It's not poisonous to cats. I don't want to have to keep cleaning up dirt every time it's knocked off my mantle, you know? But we'll see if it's okay on that side. I have a feeling that she'll like investigate it now that she has access to this side of the mantle. She doesn't yet realize that she can jump up there now. But as soon as she does, she will probably bop over and like investigate the plant that way. And then of course, because her cat tree is right there, she'll probably want to try and investigate it from that angle too. I don't know. She's a cat. Who knows? She also did her first attempt at getting on my kitchen counters today. And she failed. She misjudged the height that she needed. And I was also there. So I pushed her down, stopped her mid-flight as well, just to get her off the counter. So that's going to be something that's going to happen in the next couple days. I'm very sure about it. So, but yeah, she's not a very confident jumper. Like she needs things to get up on things. Like she uses my radiator in my bathroom to get up on my bathroom sink, which is already like a lower sink than my kitchen counters are. So she just needs to either one, be in zoomy mode or just get more confident and bigger and try to jump on the counters. I'm going to train her to not get on my counters though, just because I don't want her on my counters when I'm cooking. I don't want her to accidentally burn her toes on my oven because it is a flat surface. So like, what if she accidentally walks across a hot cooktop, you know? I don't want her to burn her feet. So, and I don't want her to get in my way when I'm in my kitchen doing stuff. So I'm going to try and train her not to do that. Either the tinfoil method or my friend Julie suggested a spray bottle and just time because cats are, you know, cats. So if you have any tips and tricks on keeping cats off the counter, please let me know. It would be like the only place in this entire apartment that she wouldn't be allowed to go. Would be in my kitchen counters, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, she's been very sweet today. She loves burrowing under things now. She's discovered her love of burrowing. I love that for her. Anyways, yes, did write more when I got home. I pushed myself to craft basically a brand new scene. This is what I was working on today, which is exciting. Actually was 3 new scenes, but a brand new chapter. So I added 2,900 words today, and we are sitting at 88,800 and something in a favorite face. So not quite hitting that 90K mark that I wanted to, but I'm still happy with the progress. I'm still happy that I added 1,600 words yesterday and 2,900 today. So hopefully this week I can just keep going and keep adding and keep drafting this draft and getting it done, because I gotta get it to my betas. Yeah. I'm just playing with her foot. It's fun. I'm excited where I'm at. I think it's going to be an interesting devolvement into this last bit here. But if I think about it a little hard, I need to write at least another 50,000 words for this to be, for part 4 and part 5 to be balanced with part 1 and 2, unless I do some finagling and move things around. But like, we're just about at 90K. And to get to 120K, that's another 30,000 words. So we'll see. We'll see how many words this draft ends up being. We'll see what I end up doing with the story and the parts and all that kind of stuff. But I just need to finish it. She's got a little head. A teeny weeny little head. Teeny weeny little brain. Teeny weeny little brain. But yeah, that is the update. I didn't read anything more today, unfortunately. I wanted to read more of The Fractured Dark by Megan E. O'Keefe, but alas, that'll have to be read tomorrow, I guess, if I have time between editing this and writing. I do want to keep writing, so fingers crossed I can write tomorrow. My first student's not coming again tomorrow, so I think he's unwell. I think he's sick. So I have an extra little bit of time, so maybe I'll get like a little bit of a writing sprint in before work. Who's to say? Anyways, that's the update. I think I'm gonna go to bed now, because it's just about 1:30 now. I've been talking for so long. And get this Miss Freya to bed. She's gonna have the zoomies, of course, before bed, because she's been snoozing so hard behind me. And it's already the end of the fucking weekend, so I'll see you tomorrow for Monday. But yeah, what a good Sunday. Hello friends, happy Monday. I am here with a sleepy bean. And I thought, oh, you know what? I should probably pop in and finish up this vlog. Because it is just about 10 and I need to also finish editing it. Oh no. Oh, this weekend was good. I think it was pretty productive. I did do most of the things I wanted to do. I finished both The House of Frank, which I gave 4.5 stars, and The Truth According to Ember, which I gave 2.5 stars on Friday, which was, it was my goal to finish them like this weekend. So it was good. It was good that I got them done on Friday. And then Saturday, I started reading Fractured Dark by Megan E. O'Keefe, which I am like 54% of the way through or something. I'm on page 287 still, and I'm loving this. But you'll get more of my thoughts in the series video when that goes up. I added 4,000 words, just about. It was 1,600 on Saturday and 2,900 yesterday on Sunday to a favorite fae. So we love that. We love that things are going forward. I just need to lock in. I need to do it. Hopefully, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it tonight because my brain is so tired, but I want to get at least like a touch of writing in. That would be nice. I would like to get at least a little bit of writing in, but it's, as I said, already 10 o'clock at night, but my brain does usually work better at night. So who's to say? But yeah, that's basically it. And then today I read at work because one of my kids was sick, so they didn't come. So I've now read up to 38% in the Kamigawa Food Detectives, and I'm gonna have to finish that up real quick because I think my audiobook vanishes in 3 days, and then this one, or 5 days, and this one, the ebook vanishes in 4. So I need to finish this as well. But it goes so quickly because it's just this little cutie patootie little cozy book. So I'm enjoying it. It kind of feels like the Before the Coffee Gets Cold, where each chapter is very episodic. So it's literally like this food detective agency, it's a restaurant that is run by a father and daughter. You can go there for food, and you can also go there to basically have them research and hunt down a recipe of something that you remember, a memory, that kind of a thing. So we've had a man who is hunting down a specific udon that his late wife used to make him. And we've also had a woman hunting down a beef stew that she had 50 years ago when a man proposed to her and she ran out of the restaurant and never saw him again. She was looking for that specific beef stew. And then this one that I just started, this man is looking for a very specific kind of sushi. So it's each one kind of comes with their own little story, and it's structured exactly the same each time. So we have the first part of the chapter is the person coming to the restaurant for the very first time and going through the interview process. And then the second part of the chapter is them coming back 2 weeks later after the father and daughter have done all their research and stuff like that and experiences it. I really wish that we actually got to see the father and daughter researching things and not just like getting told about it afterwards, because I feel like it would hit more. I feel like it would hit more to like see them actually hunting this information down and that kind of a thing, because right now it feels very like surface level, where we're just getting like the before and after shots of this We're not getting the research. We're not really getting the story of the person in the moment. We're just getting them telling the daughter like information about what they're trying to find and the story in the moment and what they can remember and memories and that kind of stuff. And then we're getting the food afterwards. But I will say the descriptions of the food are delightful and made me really crave noodles. So anyways, but yeah, it's cute, it's cozy, and it's a translated work. It's translated from Japanese by Jessie Kirkwood. So love that. But yes, my friends, I think I'm gonna leave this vlog here because it's already been long enough. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope the beginning of your week is going okay. Or whenever you end up watching this, but Freya and I will catch you in another video very soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.